Welcome to lesson 4.6, Similarity in Right Triangles. Today we're going to be doing some crazy stuff with some right triangles, so pay attention. It's about to get real. Alright, this part of this lesson is called Inception. Similar right triangles within a right triangle. For those of you who saw Inception, you know what I'm talking about. Let me just say this. Let's start with this statement right here. Alright, if an altitude is drawn, okay, an altitude is drawn. Now first, you don't know what an altitude is, so let me explain. An altitude is a line that extends from the vertex down to the other side and creates a 90-degree angle. They are perpendicular. All right, that definition is right here. This is what an altitude is. If an altitude is drawn from the right angle of a right triangle, then two similar right triangles are formed within the right triangle. What? Yup. That means now that I have three triangles. My big one, I got this right triangle right here, and I got this smaller one right here. Big, medium, small. Now, let's actually show what those three are. Your first one is your big right triangle right here. All right, you got this big guy right here. And we're going to call this one triangle ABC. That's my big guy. My big buddy. It's my big guy. All right, that's big triangle. Now, my second triangle is going to be this medium looking triangle, which is right over here. And this is formed by the altitude, which makes a 90-degree angle, right? And this is also a right triangle, right here. And this is going to be called ADC, ADC. All right? And then finally, I have my last triangle, this smaller triangle right here, and it's right over here. And we're going to call this ABC, triangle ABC. Okay. So, the main fact about these three triangles, my big triangle, my medium triangle, and my small triangle, all right, is that A, they're all right triangles, but two, they're all similar. These three triangles are similar. It's pretty incredible, but it's true. So if you draw an altitude, you got your three triangles, your two right triangles within a right triangle, and all three triangles are similar, big, medium, and small. Okay? Now we're going to use this fact to solve some interesting problems, but first we have to get good at labeling. So let's start right here. Let's get a little more space. Okay, okay. Let's move out a little. Let's move out a little. Yeah, now we're looking good. All right, so we're going to write a similarity statement for the three triangles in the diagram. Label the triangles below. Now the first skill you need to do is you're going to be able to draw three triangles, like so, a big one, a medium, and a small one, and you're going to get good at labeling it. All right, let's show you how to do it. All right, so first thing you're going to do is we're going to draw our big triangle, our big right triangle. We're just going to take our big right triangle, which is right here, and we're going to go like so. Now, when labeling your triangle, it's really important to put things in the right area. So which is my right angle here? K, right? So K is going to have to go here in my big triangle because that's my right angle. All right, now this is where, don't get lost. This is where you have to figure out where the other 2 points go, J and L. And they have to go in the right place. So if you look here, you have this right triangle. You have the longer leg, and you have the hypotenuse. All right? And you also have this shorter leg right here. This is my shorter one. Well, this has to correspond to this. So which is my longer leg here? All right? Well, if you look at this, the longer leg is going to be KJ. That is the longer leg, KJ. And the shorter leg is KL. See how that's my shorter leg? And the hypotenuse is JL. So now I've got everything set up. So it's important that your longer leg is your longer leg here. All right? You must label this correctly. So our big triangle is called KJL. My longer leg's here, my shorter leg's here. I'm in the right spot right now. All right. Now we got our altitude, and that makes our right triangle over here. So now I have my medium triangle. All right, and this is our medium triangle right over here. Medium triangle right here. And we have to label this correctly. Well, first, where's our 90-degree angle? Right here. That's at Z. So we're going to put Z over here. Remember, right angle here, right angle here. You have to draw them properly. So we're going to put Z right here. And now which one's my longer leg in this triangle? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Where's my longer leg from Z? All right, and it looks like the longer leg is ZJ. Right? That's my longer leg right here. Okay, so ZJ goes right here, and that means that my last point, which is up here, is K. So ZJK, that goes up there. Now finally I got my small triangle. Let's get all this business out of here. I got my smallest triangle. okay? And that's right over here. All right. My right angle, once again, is at Z. My longer leg here, well, let's look. Which one's my longer leg and which one's my shorter leg? My longer leg here looks like it's ZK. That's my longer leg, ZK. And my shorter leg is ZL. All right. Well, now I got my three triangles labeled. I'm good to go. So I know that my three triangles, and let's now write our similarity statement. LKJ is similar to triangle, what did I write over here? Oh, that should be a K. Is similar to triangle KZJ, which is similar to LZK. Now the order matters, and you have to label these correctly. The longer side always has to go for the longer the way you draw it. All right. So now that I know my three triangles, now I can start solving some problems. Let me show you how. All right. In JML, we know that LM is 3. That's right here. And we know MK is 9. What is the length of JM? Now, when it's telling you what's the length of something, let's put an X there. All right. So that's step one. Just label things. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw our three similar triangles. All right. Just like we've been doing. Remember, it's important to do this accurately or else you will not get the right triangle, the right look. What is going on? Good. Okay, so now we got to draw our three triangles. We have to do this properly. This is the key, man. This is the damn key. First, we got our big triangle, like so. This is our big triangle, all right? And we have our three triangles like this. First, where's our right angle? It's at J, so let's put J over here. And which is our longer leg? Which is our longer leg right here? JK. That is our longer leg. So that means JL is our shorter leg. So that is our first triangle. All right, JKL. Now we have our medium triangle. This guy right here. Okay. This is our medium one, and our right angle is right over here. Okay. So our right angle goes here, M. Now what's our longer leg? Is it this guy or this guy? Which one looks longer, MJ or MK? Well, to me, MK looks longer, so that's going to go right here. So MK is our longer leg, that goes there, and that means that MJ is our shorter leg, goes right here. See how this is longer and this is longer, so we have to draw this right. Okay? And then finally, we have our last triangle, this guy right here, this guy right here. So our right angle, once again, is at M. All right? Now, what's our longer leg here? Is it ML or MJ? All right, ML or MJ? Well, it looks like MJ is my longer side. So MJ is going to go here because that's also longer, and ML goes here because that's my shorter side. And so now I have my three triangles, right? So triangle LJK is similar to triangle JMK, which is similar to triangle LMJ. Well, now let's label what we know. We know that LJ, well, we don't know that, so we can't put anything here. We know that JK is, well, we don't know anything here. And LK, well, do we know what that is? Yeah, we do actually. Well, if this is 3 and this is 9, then we could just add them together, and we know that the longer side, the hypotenuse, is 12. So we got one thing labeled here. Let's go on to our next triangle. We have JM, and do we know what JM is? Well, yes, we labeled that with an X. So JM, which is right over here, is X. MK, which is right over here, that is 9. And then we have JK, which is right here, which we still don't know. Finally, we have our last triangle. We know LM, which is right over here, is 3. And we know JM, which is over here, is X. All right, and do we know what LJ is? No, we got nothing. Well, now we could set up our similarity statement, right? We could set up our ratio. So if we look here, we need to find two triangles that have corresponding parts. And if you look, these last two triangles, these guys right here, they have corresponding parts. I know X is to 3 as 9 is to X. So X is to 3, right? X is to 3 as 9 is to X. All right? So now that I set my ratio, I'm good to go. And I was able to do that because I labeled my three triangles correctly. Well, X times X is X squared. 3 times 9 is 27. To solve for X squared, your final step is to take the square root from both sides, and you get X is equal to the square root of 27. Now, if you put in the calculator, you get a decimal, so we'll just leave it like this. We hate decimals. That will be our answer. Yeah. All right, let's try this one more time, see if we're getting this. In the figure below, CD is 12, CB is 5. What is the length of AB? All right, so if AB is what we're looking for, let's put our X there. Well, what do we got to do now to solve this? That's right, we got to draw our three triangles. And in this case, guess what? I ain't drawing those triangles for you all the time. You guys start drawing them yourself. So let's draw them the way we have been drawing them. You see, just like this, with our longer side on the bottom and our shorter side on this side. All right, so draw your three triangles. We got our three right triangles. 1, put your right angle there. 2, put your right angle there. Big, medium, and our small guy. Okay, and I put our right angle here. So let's label out our three triangles. We got to start with putting the letters there. All right, let's draw out our big triangle. So our big triangle is right over here. Our right angle is at A, so we put A right there. Our longer side looks like it's AD here, right? AD is our longer side, so AD will go here, and our shorter side is AB. That's our shorter leg. Okay, that's triangle number 1. I don't like all this. It's ugly. Let's move that out. All right, triangle number 2. All right, this is this guy right here. This is our medium triangle, right? So our right angle is at C. As you can see here, this is where our right angle is. Man, this is so ugly. Jeez, I hate that. Ugh, I just want to throw up. All right, so our right angle is at C. All right, and let's try to find our longer side. Is it this side or is it this side? Which one's longer? Well, it looks like CD is our longer side, so let's put D here, and our shorter side is here, A, CA. And then finally, we have our last triangle, our small guy right here. Let's label it like this. This is our right angle is right here, so our right angle is at C again. And which one seems longer, CA or CB? Which one seems longer? I think CA is our longer one, and CB is our shorter side. It is so important to label these correctly. If you're not doing your longer and shorter sides, these will be wrong. So basically, you have to figure out how to do this. This is the key. Now you just have to do your labeling. Well, what do we know? BA is X. AD, we don't know. And BD, which is right here, is the whole thing, so we can add those together and we get 17. Get that? That's 12 plus 5. Just those two parts add up together. Okay, so that's our triangle 1. Looks good. I like it. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Triangle 2. AC, we don't know. CD is 12. And AD, which is right here, we don't know. There's nothing written there. All right, that doesn't help us much. And then finally, we have our small triangle right here. Well, we know BC is 5. We don't know what AC is. And we know AB is X. So now we have to pick the two triangles with corresponding sides, and that would be our first guy right here, this guy right here, and this guy right here, right? And we could say that X is to 5. X is to 5. My shorter side is the shorter side. As 17 is to X. As 17 is to X. All right, now we just cross multiply. We get X squared is equal to 85. Sweetness. Take some square roots up in here, and we get X is equal to the square root of 85. If you put that in a calculator, you get some decimals, so we're just going to leave it like that, and we are done. All right, so what my tip is for this lesson, you must be able to draw your three similar triangles correctly. If you don't, then you will not be able to do this lesson. So make sure you're drawing your long side down here, and you're always labeling things correctly. Then you just got to do set up some ratios. Simple stuff, easy. All right, guys, remember, go home, find a squirrel, feed it, because that guy is actually your mother.